Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this super awesome split box. Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for choosing to be here today. And thank you so much in advance for the positive way in which you intend to engage with me today. So I mentioned in the opener that we're going to make a split box. Y'all, it is so easy. When finished, this is going to measure 6 by 6 5/8, and depending on how you use it, you can go up to 2 inches in depth. I'm calling it 1.5, but you could actually call it 2, depending on what you put in it. Y'all, I'm going to give you a closer look at this in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so I've zoomed in so that I can give you a look at this beautiful box. Y'all, I love the warm melon color. If you like cantaloupe, you will love the colors of this box. That's what it reminds me of. So I said it was dual-sided, and it is. So we're going to remove lid number 1. Lid number 2 stays in place. And what I'm doing is I am making cards and envelopes to go in this box. So on one side, you'll have your cards and envelopes. Then when I put my lid back in, I can remove this lid, and on this side, I will have my pins. Very, very easy. We don't have to do a divider in the box. We're just taking our lid and splitting it, and that makes this a multi-compartment box. You can do this in all types of configurations. So many ways that you can use this, but y'all, it is so easy, and I want to show you just how easy it is right now. So y'all, before we get started, the images that I'll be using are a part of a new digital card making kit that I have on my website. Now, it doesn't include the size that you need to make the box because I started with 12 by 12 paper to make the box, but you'll have these wonderful images to make the cards. I wanted to go over this really quickly with you so that you can see what we have. We have this set, which includes the cards that match this. We have this set, which is really meant to look like it's on burlap. So here are the cards. And then you'll get these 2 full sheets. You can use these to make your envelopes. You can use these for any reason that you want, but I'm using these for envelopes today. So here's the one that we'll be working with today. We'll have these blank cards. I'll have this as my envelope, and I'll be using this to make the little box on the side. So if you're interested, head on out to my website. I will have these listed, and I'll also have them laid out so that you can see exactly what you're getting. It's a 9-image set, and it will be on my website today. So for the purposes of this video, we will only be making 1 card and 1 envelope. So you'll be able to fill the box with at least 10 cards and 10 envelopes, probably more than that, but I'm going to safely say 10. So here is what I have. So here's what I have. I have a piece of cardstock that measures 5.5 by 8 3/4. I have a full piece that I might cut down, and it measures 8.5 by 11. And then I have 2 cards that I printed, and they measure 8.5 by 11. We will cut these to get 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch cards. And then I have a piece that is 9 by 9 3/4 for the inside box. And then for the big box, I have a piece that is 11 by 11 5/8. Y'all, this is going to be super, super easy. So all you do when you get these is you line it up at 5.5. And you cut. Then we take our stylus, and on 4 1/4, we score. And then you fold on that score, fold on this score, and so I'm just creasing with my finger because I wanted you to see how easy it is to make these 2 blank 5.5 by 4 1/4 inch cards. So the decorative element of the card speaks for itself. So I'm not going to add any sentiments or anything to the front. You can if you want, but there are our two cards. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to cut it down to 7 7/8 by 11. That'll be good enough for this envelope. And then we're going to score at 4 1/4 and 8 5/8 on the 11-inch side. Then on the 7 7/8 side, we're going to score at 1 and score at 1. So however many cards you make, that is how many envelopes you'll need. So y'all hang in there with me because we are going to make this most unique box in just a minute. But I wanted to go ahead and make my card and my envelope so that we could have that done. So all I'm going to do is fold and burnish my scores. Now, when you download the kit, you will have these two images available. If you want, you can print on the opposite side of this image to make it a double-sided envelope. I did do that with my swap. This is actually the paper that I used to write my message to my swap partner. So now that we have it like this, what we want to do is go to the score mark and angle in, because we want to free this tab. Then we just angle in as we're cutting down to remove that. Angle in as we're cutting down to remove this. Same thing over here. Angle and angle to free that tab. Let's angle in here and here. Now I will take my little scissors and just round. And you can definitely use a corner rounder for this part if you have one. But for those of you who don't, no need to go out and buy one. So now I'm going to take my glue. This whitest part here is the bottom that we fold up. I'll place some glue there and some glue there. This is a mailable envelope. So now I'll just take this, fold up, now we can take our card and we can put that card on the inside like that, fold over. If you want to seal it, to mail it, you can seal it with glue or you can seal it with a strip of double-sided tape. So we're going to take the card and the envelopes and just set them to the side because now we're going to make the box. So we're going to take the piece that measures 11 5/8 by 11, and on all four sides we're going to score at 1 and at 2 1/2. And y'all, the paper that I'm using is that Dollar Tree glittery looking cardstock. This is my first time using it, so I want to see how it's going to do with box making. So we're scoring on all four sides at 1 and 2 1/2. I can already say this for the cardstock. It scores very well. It has a nice weight to it. It's definitely more of a medium weight to a heavy weight cardstock. And I don't know if y'all can see the glittery look of this, but it's really pretty. And you get 4 sheets for $1.25, so that's a pretty good deal. So now we're going to go up to the second score mark, and let's drag straight down through the middle of that score mark. Do the same thing over here, because what we want to do is we want to free that center tab. Then we angle here. We angle here. And then we go to the second score mark here. We angle in, second score mark here. We angle in. Then we angle here to remove these two pieces. Angle here to remove these two pieces. Then I'm just going to reduce that in size by cutting above the score mark that was there. So this is what it looks like on one side. We turn it over to the other side and we do the exact same thing. So we're going up to that second score mark and cutting through the middle by dragging straight down. Same thing on this side. So now we've freed that. I'll angle in here. And then we angle on this side. Angle over here. And angle over here. So now I'll angle to remove this piece. We angle to remove this piece. And then we just reduce above the score mark. So this is what your piece looks like. So now we have two ends that have the angled cut to them, and we have two ends that don't. So I'm just going to very slightly go to the outer panel and angle. And the reason why I'm doing the angle is simply because it makes it easier to fold in. Now we're going to put the box together. And I like to put my boxes together using glue. Now you can use tape if you want to, but I just like to use my Reptile adhesive because I think it works very well on putting a box together. And some of you might hear Loki's collar and all of that in the background. That is because she just walked in. So she is with me again today. I'm going to go on the inside and just work that stick. We do this on all four sides. And y'all, I use Reptile adhesive. It's an adhesive that I don't mind recommending to anyone because I think it's the best adhesive on the market. But if you have a favorite adhesive, go ahead and keep using what you're using. If it works for you, keep using it. For me, I switched a long time ago to Reptile adhesive, and y'all, I have never once considered another white glue for my projects, and I won't. So I am making sure that I get my corners nice, tight, and crisp. And so now I'm just going to get this nice and stuck. And you want to make sure that your corners are nice, tight, and crisp. So I am just making sure that we have a good stick on this. So now we're going to take these outer flaps and add some glue because we're going to take them and fold them in like this. So I am just working that stick. And y'all, this Dollar Tree paper, it is performing beautifully. So I am going to add my glue on this piece. We're going to fold in, get that nice and stuck. And then we just do our final two. So we're placing our glue and we're folding over. And y'all, I like to use glue for two reasons when I'm making a box. First, if my box is going to carry any weight, I always like to use glue because it strengthens the box as it's drying. And then second, sometimes your tape can break down and compromise your box. And I don't want that, so I always go with my Reptile adhesive. I believe that Reptile is going to start shipping again pretty soon if they haven't already. They normally do not ship the adhesive during the cold winter months because, as some of you know, it can affect the quality of the glue. So now that we have this box made, we're going to go ahead and make the two boxes that go on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the piece that measures 9 by 9 3/4, and we score this at 2 on all four sides. So that is 2 on all four sides. And then we're simply going to fold and burnish all of our scores. Again, I'm using that glitter paper from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to the score mark, drag down, and then we angle in. Go to my score mark, drag down, and angle in. Go to my score mark, drag down, angle in on that tab, and then the same thing over here. So now we're going to put the box together. Very, very easy. We're going to place glue on the tab. I'm going to smush it around a little bit, and then I will make sure that I have a nice tight corner. You will hear me say that a lot when we're talking about making our boxes. Then we'll do the same thing over here. Let's go ahead and add that glue. Smush it around just a little bit. And then let's get that nice tight and crisp corner. And then we'll do the same thing right here. So you can see that I'm smushing the glue around, and then I stick the two together. And I make sure that that corner is as tight and as crisp as it can be. So now I'm going to take my glue, put my glue in here, and we're just going to smush it around, making sure that those edges are nice, tight, and what? Crisp. So now we have box number 1. We should be able to take it and put it in here. So I'm going to set that to the side. So now we're going to make box number 2. We'll bring in that piece that measures 5.5 by 8 3/4. And on the 5.5 inch side, we score at 2, rotate it to the opposite 5.5 inch side, and score at 2. And then we turn it to the 8 3/4 inch side, and we score at 1, rotate it to the opposite 8 3/4 inch side, and we score at 1. So now we're going to fold and burnish our scores. So once you have folded and burnished your scores, it's going to look like this. Y'all, we are simply going to go to the score mark, drag straight down, angle over here. On this side of the score mark, drag straight down and angle. Same thing over here, drag straight down and angle. Drag straight down and angle. And so now we're going to put the box together by taking our glue and putting it on that middle tab. And then I'll add just a little bit of glue to this. And we're going to fold it over until it meets that tab. Then we go on the inside and we work our stick. We'll do the same thing here. Fold those back. Add some glue here. Add some glue to the end of this. Let's fold over and then fold over, getting the tops nice and even. Then I'll go on the inside and get that stuck. All right, y'all, so here is our little box. We should be able to take that box and fit it inside of this one. Now it's going to be a nice tight fit, which is what you want. So make sure that you slide this one all the way over and put this one in. And you can see how stinking cute this really is. So I want to add something to the top here. So I'm going to bring in another piece that I printed, and I want to create a little topper for right here. So I am going to go ahead and cut a piece at 5.5 by 4 3/4. And we're going to take this piece and we'll put it right there. So that gives us a nice pretty look. I can put this down with my tape. So I'm just adding some tape. I'll take this piece and we'll put it down just like that. And you can see that we have a really pretty little box here. I think what I'm going to do is I have these wonderful word stickers, and I like the one that says "Be constantly curious." So I am just going to cut those out. Peel away the backer. And I think I'll take this and I'm going to put it right here. Let's see if we can get this on straight. I had to remove it because I didn't have it straight, and I still don't think I have it straight. And I don't. So there, I think that's a little bit straighter. So now we can take out box number 1. We can take our envelope and put it in. We can take our cards and put it in. And we can put our lid in. Then I'll remove box number 2. I'm just going to go ahead and swipe one of these pins. And I'll take box number 2. Make sure I slide over box number 1 so I can get number 2 in there. And so y'all, now we have another beautiful split box set to go along with this one. Now you can bling these out as much as you want. Y'all know that I'm going to keep it clean and simple. And that's exactly what we have here. Clean lines, very simple in how I decide to embellish. Very minimalist in embellishing, but you can bling yours out as much as you want. You can even go around the edges here with something. I'm leaving mine in that state that they were because I like how they turned out. So I hope that you have enjoyed this super awesome way to make split box card sets. If you have, please hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.